My Hebrew brothers and sisters, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua ben Uriah Israel. And we're so happy to have you back. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. And thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your comments. And we just want to take this moment to say again, Shabbat Shalom, or Happy Shabbat. In the last session, at the end, I mentioned to you that remember to keep the Shabbat. And I felt compelled to read to you today from Exodus chapter 20 and dealing with the Ten Commandments. And from this, we're going to be able to see something also about the Shabbat. And Elohim spoke all these words saying, this is in Exodus chapter 20. And Elohim spoke all these words saying, I am Yahuwah, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mizraim, or Egypt, who brought you out of the land of Mizraim, out of the house of slavery. You have no other mighty ones against me, or no other gods beside me. You do not make for you yourself a carved image or a graven image in the King James Version, or of any likeness, that which is in the heavens above, or which is in the earth beneath, or the waters under the earth. You do not bow down to them, nor serve them. For Yahuwah, your Elohim, am a jealous El, or jealous Yahuwah, visiting the crookedness of the fathers of the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing loving commitment or loving kindness to the thousands of those who love me and keep my commands. He said, you do not bring the name of Yahuwah or your Elohim to naught, for Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished, or in the King James Version it's a guiltless, who brings his name to naught, or taking his name in vain. Remember, in verse 8 it says, remember the Shabbat day, to set it apart or to keep it holy. It says 6 days you labor and shall do all your works. But the seventh day is the Shabbat of your Elohim, or of Yahuwah your Elohim. He said, do not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughters, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your sojourners, or anybody visiting with you, who is within your gates. For 6 days, Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that there in them, and rested on the seventh day. Therefore, Yahuwah blessed the Shabbat day and set it apart. He sanctifies it. Respect your father and your mother, so that your days are prolonged upon the soil which Yahuwah your Elohim is giving you. He said, do not murder. You do not murder, right? You do not commit adultery. To murder someone is to kill someone, to take the blood. But remember, you can also murder someone with your mouth. You can kill someone with words that never make them revived. Don't do that. Do not commit adultery to take somebody's wife or go with somebody's wife. They said, do not steal. You know, in Exodus chapter 22, there is a law of stealing. Okay? There's a law, a matter of fact, it's a law of repayment. Where if you steal somebody's sheep, you return it 4 times. If somebody asks you, you return it 5 times. Thing like that. So thou shalt not steal. And then listen to this one. You do not bear false witness against your neighbor. Don't say your neighbor did something or said something that they didn't do. Don't lie. Don't lie on someone. Okay? Do not covet your neighbor's house. I mean, what your neighbor has, don't commit it. That's your neighbor's. Right? Do not covet your neighbor's wife. Do not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor whatever belongs to your neighbor. And all the people saw the thunders and the lightning flashes, the voice of the shofar and the mountains smoking, and the people saw it, and they trembled and stood at a distance. And Moshe spoke these words. He said, Moshe spoke with us. He said, the Bible said, and they said to Moshe, speak with us. Speak with us, and we hear, but let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die. And then Moses told him, he said, do not fear, for Elohim has come to prove you, in order that his fear be before you, so that you do not sin. So the people stood at a distance, but Moshe drew near the thick darkness where Elohim was. And Moshe said, listen to this. And Moshe said, this is what he said. Say this, does Yahuwah say to Moshe. And Yahuwah said to Moshe. And then Moshe said to the people, just like Yahuwah said. He said, the children of Israel, you yourselves have seen that I have spoken to you from the heavens. So Yahuwah said to Moshe, say this to the children of Israel, you yourselves have seen that I have spoken to you from the heavens. You do not make besides me mighty ones of silver, and do not make mighty ones of gold for yourself. Do not make any gods. Don't make any gods. Do not make any gods. Don't make any images and call them gods. Don't make them of silver, and do not make them of gold. And he said, make slaughterhouse of earth for me, that you shall slaughter on it your ascending offerings and your peace offerings and your sheep and your cattle. So when you offering, you're going to offer your sheep and your cattle. You need to make altars for that. Okay, a slaughterhouse, a place where they are killed and they're given as offering to Yahuwah. And they were doing it for their sins. Not because they have some money. Not because they have some money. Not because they love to do it. Just love to do it. You know, they're just going to do it for pleasure. No. They're doing it because of for their sins. And they're to do it in a place where I cause my name to be remembered. That you see, he caused his name to remember in those places. I shall come to you, and listen to this. He said, he will bless them. He will bless them. He said, I shall come to you and bless you. The place where his name is remembered. He's going to come to them. And he's going to bless them. My brothers and my sisters, the blessing that Yahuwah gave to our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters and families in the past, or foreparents, Yahuwah has not changed his mind. He wants to do the same blessing. He wants to give us double portion. He wants to bless us double. The only thing he requires of us is that we pay attention to his word. Pay attention, read the Torah, and digest what he said. Be obedient to what he said in his word. He said, he is the Yahuwah, our Elohim. He brought us out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. And we are not to make any graven images to worship. We are to worship him only because he is a jealous Yahuwah. He's not going to stand for that. And we are not to take his name in vain either. Don't just go swear by his name for nothing. When we call his name, we should be calling his name because we are thanking him, we are praising him, or we are witnessing for him to those who are in darkness, those who need to come to the light. Remember, don't steal, don't commit adultery, don't do any of those things that are negative, that would bring disgrace upon Yahuwah's name and will bring disgrace upon you. Let us abide by his word. Let us obey his word. Let us live according to his word. Let us remember what he said here. We're going to prepare a place where his name is going to be called. And he said, when we prepare the place where his name is called, he is going to come to us and he is going to bless us. We got to stop here, my brothers and my sisters. But remember today, the Shabbat day. Keep it holy. Worship, praise, enjoy the day with Yahuwah. And we pray that you'll continue to subscribe to this channel. Continue to love and pray for your Moray We continue to love you too. We ask that you walk with the King today and be a blessing. Shalom.